You work hard for your money. Now it's time to make your money work for you. If the stock market ever felt confusing, today's the day it's going to click. You don't need to be rich to invest. You don't need a financial degree. You just need to understand this one simple thing. And in this video, I'm going to break it down step by step. Stick around because by the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to start investing today. So what is the stock market? The stock market is not complicated. They try to make it seem complicated, but it's very simple. The stock market is nothing but a marketplace where you buy and sell pieces of a business. Owning a stock is basically owning a piece of that business. And now as that company grows, your money grows with it. Think of the stock market like a farmer's market. People go and sell fruit, right? Buy and sell fruit. And the price goes up based off of the demand of that fruit. So it's the same with the stock market. The prices go up based off the demand of that company and the demand of that ownership and that share of that company. So the great thing about the stock market is that there's different ways that you can actually leverage that stock, right? So you can get paid monthly from that share, like collecting rent. So you can get paid monthly. You can leverage that stock or the shares in that company or that stock. You can leverage that to borrow against it and borrow some money to do other deals and other investing opportunities. Or you can just simply sit and let your money grow. So it's a lot of different ways that you can actually leverage stocks. There are two ways that you can mainly make money from the stock market. One is a long-term or slow growth, and another one is a fast growth. So you could be in the fast lane or you could be in the slow lane. Both lanes work. Both lanes can get you to your destination. It's just which lane do you want to get in. So the slow lane is the vesting, long-term investing. The fast lane is trading, short-term trading. More frequent, higher risk, higher reward. The next lane is low risk, slow pace, long growth, very rewarding. So the slow lane, you're basically buying and holding. You buy and then you just watch your money grow. You holding on for 5, 10, 20 years and you watch your money grow. If you would have invested $1,000 in Amazon in 2010, that $1,000 will have turned into $20,000 today. So that's the power of long-term investing and actually letting your money sit in the stock for decades. So the second lane and that fast lane is trading, right? You buy low, you sell high, or you can sell high and buy low. You can do either one. It really don't matter. You can make money both ways when you're trading. On a long term, you can make money one way. So as a trader, you can make money daily, weekly, or monthly. You take advantage of them short swings in the market, and you have to have a certain expertise or a certain knowledge when it comes to trading. You have to put more time in to be a trader. So if you want long-term gains, just be a long-term investor. Just invest long-term. If you want short-term gains, then you'll have to be a trader. Or you can do both. That's the best part about the stock market. You don't have to just pick one lane. You can be an investor and you can be a trader. You just got to understand the markets and you can play both sides. Now let's get into buying your actual first stock. I want to walk you through these steps. The first thing you want to do is open up you a brokerage account. So you can go to Robinhood, Fidelity, TD Ameritrade, or Webull. As a beginner, I recommend going with Robinhood. It's user friendly, or you can go with Webull. You can also go with a Fidelity, a TD Ameritrade as well. But if you're just beginning, go ahead with Robinhood. We're going to make it very simple and easy. Now, after you open up the app, you're going to fund your account. You're going to hook up your bank account, fund some money, move some money into that Robinhood account. Then I want you guys to pick your favorite company to buy. I want you guys to pick your favorite company to buy, a company you believe in. If you're an Apple user, buy Apple stock. Just buy one share for today. I also gave you guys the level that you can buy Apple at a good price. That's in my previous video. You can go and watch that. But for this video, I want you guys to go ahead, find your stock that you want to purchase. It could be Apple if you believe in Apple. You believe in Nike. You believe in Google, YouTube, Amazon, whichever company you believe in. Go ahead, click on search them in the search bar, and want you to go ahead and buy one stock. We're going to get something accomplished today, and that's purchasing your first stock. When you purchase, the first thing I want you to do is hit market order. We're not going to do a limit order for the day. We're going to do market. The market order gets you in right away at whatever price it says the market open up at, or the market is at. That's where you're going to get filled at, or filled means get into the position. Limit means you get to set the price as where you want to buy. So if you want to buy a stock that's Apple, that's $230, and you want to buy that $220, you can put in a limit price to buy that stock at that price. But for this video, I want you guys to go ahead and use market order to make sure you purchase that first stock and get you guys into the game. Now that you did that, I want to say congratulations. You are an investor. So next, I want you guys to learn some of the language that's going on, some of the terminology, so that you can be caught up to speed. And when people talking, you actually understand what they're talking about. It's no different than any other industry you may have jumped into. If it's real estate, your job, IT, tech, sales, you have to learn the language. So I want you guys to get you a pen and a pad. I'm going to go ahead and go over the language, the terms that you need to know as an investor. The first one is going to be ticker symbol. So the ticker symbol is somewhat like a nickname. It's a short code for the actual name of Apple. So you don't have to put Apple, you don't have to spell Apple out or any other company name. You can just put their ticker symbol. That's what a ticker symbol is. Next is market cap. So market cap is the value of the company. Whatever that company is worth, $2 billion or whatever the case may be, that's what they call the market cap. Also, you're going to hear bull and bear market, or a bull market and a bear market. You're going to hear bullish or bearish. So what is bull? Bull is an uptrend. So think about it as how do the bulls strike. The bulls strike upwards. So bulls strike upwards, that's why it's called an uptrend. A bear strikes downwards. That's why, so a bear or bearish is downwards trend. So a trend is basically how the price is moving, if it's going down or is it going up. So bull market, bear market. Nothing but talking about the conditions that the market is in. If the conditions of the market is a bull market, that means it's going up. If the condition is a bear market, that means the market is going down. Next, we're going to talk about is volume. Volume is basically how many shares are being traded, how many shares are being bought and sold. That's what volume is. And last but not least, you have dividend or dividend stocks. What is a dividend or dividend stock? It's basically a stock that pays you either monthly, quarterly, or annually from their actual profits. So you remember how I talked about the share can go up in value over time? Also, if that company issued dividends, they will actually give the shareholders a piece of the profit that they make. Those are some of the terms that you need to know as an investor. So now we're going to talk about the biggest mistakes new investors or new traders have when they start looking at the stock market and when they get into the stock game. The first mistake most new investors make is buying stocks just because of the hype. We call that FOMO. So you do not want to be a FOMO investor. Don't buy stock just because you hear guys on YouTube telling you about the stock or you see it in the news. You want to go ahead and do your research, do your due diligence. You can either do research as fundamentals, meaning looking at the profit and loss statement of the company, or my favorite way, and that's the technical analysis. You can look and read a chart and it'll tell you if it's a good buy, a bad buy, overextended, oversold. So you want to learn either one of those methods before you buy. So if you don't know about the company, if you don't like the company, but you just hear it randomly, don't buy it. All right. The next mistake most investors or traders make is risking money that they can't afford to lose. What I mean by that is if you cannot afford to lose the money, please don't risk it in a trade. Please don't invest the money if you need the money. If it's your rent money, do not invest it, do not trade it. It's a gamble at that point, and a lot of people usually fall into that mistake. So I just want to let you guys know, do not fall in that mistake of risking money you cannot afford to lose. Third mistake, and I'm going to just leave it at this. The third mistake you want to avoid is trying to get rich overnight, right? Trying to get rich overnight. The stock market is not designed for you to get rich overnight. Some people do get lucky and they get rich overnight, but that's one in a million. It's like a lottery ticket. It don't happen. You want to look at long-term wealth. You want to look at consistency. If you're consistent in the market, the longer you play the game, the odds of you winning, even if it's small, it compounds over time. So stay consistent in your investing, stay consistent in your trading. If you can stay consistent in the market, you will pull profits from the market. Now you understand how to invest and you know the mistakes to avoid when investing. So I want you guys to go ahead and make sure you open up that brokerage account tonight. Invest in a company you know, like, and trust. And after you do that, I want you guys to drop a comment. What's the first stock that you bought? Let me know so I can work with you throughout the process and we'll become some of the greatest investors of our time.